Good morning and welcome to Williams Dog Training Company. We're here today with Fred and Lulu, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today is Lulu's ability to understand and respond to her obedience commands, the corrections and motivations that we give while we're working with her, and the training equipment that we're using. Fred is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of that leash folded neatly in his right hand, leaving his left hand free to give the correction. The correction that we give is a tug and let go on the training collar, which is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Lulu has been fitted with her own personal training collar, and we will be sure to show you how to properly put that on and use it during your one-on-one lesson. Now, as you can see, Lulu is sitting very nicely on Fred's left-hand side, which is where all of our obedience training takes place. The first exercise that they're going to go ahead and demonstrate for you is heeling, and heeling is proper walking on a leash. Fred and Lulu take off doing that now, and the command is Lulu heel. Now Lulu has been trained to walk again on your left-hand side at your pace, being sure not to pull ahead on that leash and drag you, or lag behind for that matter. Again, she should be on your left-hand side, walking at your pace. Also incorporated into our heeling exercise is an automatic sit, which you just saw occur. Anytime that you are walking with Lulu and you stop your feet, she should sit nicely right there at your left heel, and she should remain seated there until you give her another command. There's the automatic sit. Now the next command they're going to demonstrate for you is the stay command, and the stay command is a hand and a voice command. You're going to take the open flat of your left palm an inch or so in front of her muzzle, and the one-word command to stay. You're then walking out to the end of your leash, and Lulu should remain seated throughout the entire command. Now this is a great command to help build up her self-control and maturity skills, so you want to make sure that you're practicing this often and incorporating it into your everyday activities. Fred returned back to her walking all the way around, and behind her is added distraction. She did a fabulous job remaining seated, and they're going to run through their heel sit and stay again. The automatic sit, Fred stopped. There's no command, it's just the command is you stopping your feet. Open flat of your palm an inch or so in front of her muzzle, and the one-word command to stay out to the end of the leash. Now this time, instead of returning back to heel position, they're going to demonstrate the come command. You're going to call Lulu in using her name and a happy voice. She should come in and sit nicely in front of you. You want to make sure that she sits when she comes in, because it's to prevent her from jumping up on you and your guest. It's a good behavior. Now Fred returned her to heel position by heeling her around the back of him and returning her to the left-hand side. Again, she should sit nicely waiting for her next command. He left her in that stay command again and walked out to the end of the leash, called her in using her name. She comes in and sits and heels around the back, around to the left-hand side, sitting nicely. Great job. Now we're going to demonstrate for you our down commands, and the first is down from a heel position. Again, you're going to use the open flat of your left palm, but this time straight down towards the ground, and the one-word firm command to down. Then give the stay command, same as you did with the sit stay, and walk out to the end of the leash. Same with the sit stay, the down stay, she should remain laying down until you give another command. This is also a great command to incorporate into your everyday activities to help build up those self-control and maturity skills. Start at a low time increment of her ability to stay and slowly increase the time. And Fred returns back to her. These commands can be easily incorporated into your everyday activities, whether you're washing dishes, cooking dinner, watching TV, folding laundry, anywhere where you can let her sit stay or down stay for a period of time and work on the ability to increase it. This is also a good time to remind you that you should be incorporating all of your commands into your everyday activities, as well as setting aside a 15 to 20 minute session a day to work on your formal obedience commands in a session similar to the one that you're watching. It's a great mental exercise for the dogs and to keep them fresh and on top of their commands. Now Fred's going to demonstrate that come command from the down position this time. She got up and came in. Good job. When you're calling her in, you also want to use that leash almost like a fishing line and reel her in so that she comes directly in front of you. Now Fred leaves Lulu in a sit stay and walks out to the end of the leash. Now they're going to demonstrate the last command, the down from a distance. This time you use the open flat of your right palm straight down towards the ground and the firm command to down from the end of the leash. We've demonstrated for you today all the obedience commands that Lulu has learned here at school. It's been a pleasure working with Lulu, and we thank you again for choosing Williams Dog Training Company as your personal dog trainer.